Where's my chapstick at? This is a no-go, y'all. Where is my chapstick at? Where's my laptop at? Child, there's just too much going on in here. It is just too much going on in here. Y'all see how I'm looking? We look, we don't judge. Yeah, I was in the front house doing some painting. Did y'all see Will's little lame lie? Lame live and lies. Let me turn this light off. Y'all heard how Will was talking to Gina? Y'all heard that? That was sickening. Why is my phone's off? Everything always dead around here. Hold on. Oh, come on. Oh, Lord. Jesus is going down, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Matt. Hold on. It is happening. It is going down in here. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. It's going down, Kodak. Save Granny from herself. All right, where's the light at? It's dark in here? Hold on. Okay. We getting somewhere. Y'all don't judge me. I'm working on a painting project up front. Don't judge me, y'all. Did y'all hear how Will was talking to Gina on his live? Did y'all hear that? Hold on, is this phone not charging? Hold on, y'all. I'm on live. Why is this not charging? What is happening here? I'm back. I'm back. Yes, I do have a deep voice. Yes, I do. I was born like this. You do know? I'm not even going to educate you on that. I'm assuming at your age, you've had convos with other people in your whole life. I'm just sure you have. Like, talk to me about things that matter. Talk to me about things that isn't common knowledge. Oh, God. That's all you got to pull out your arsenal. Where's my chapstick at? Hold on. All right, my fault. My fault, y'all. Throw away them hoverboards and all. Ain't nobody using them. 3 hoverboards. Three brand new hoverboards. You keep walking past them. Throw them away. Child, I'm getting stressed out. Listen. So I go to church. I come home. The daddy has rearranged the whole YouTube room. Hey, Sonny, I love you. Y'all don't judge Granny. I went from church to working on a project. So He's trying to make the YouTube room where it's more functionable for me, which is kind of absurd because I thought I had it functioning the way I had it functioning. But okay, so the only thing he did was like flip a couch over here, but and put some throw pillows on it. He had one job, y'all. I cannot make this up. He had one job. And did you hear me yelling about the hoverboards? He was supposed to take the trash out, get rid of the things that I did not want. And I had them all piled in one. He didn't do any of it. Instead, he came and did something that didn't even need to be done. Talking about he gave me a reading area. Bro, I got a reading area on the foyer in the front part of the house, but I guess. So, yeah. Uh, anyways, when I said she got no family support, listen, no, I'm not gorgeous today. So, anyways, listen, y'all ain't see how Will called me out. He ain't think I was going to come up there right. Will already know I'm not scared. Will ain't let me talk because Will know I'm going to read him for the he is. He's lucky he did mute what he muted, because boy, I was ripping him open. Will, you don't want this. You don't want it, Will. Talking about I'm trying to see who don't like me. Will, in real life, nobody gives about you, okay? This what how many times have I came on here and said this? I don't care who I do content on. I don't dislike nobody. I am a grown woman. Just because I don't agree with your ways don't mean I dislike you. You are a grown man. You at almost 50. Do you care if people don't like you? I mean, are you serious, Will? Over there handling Gina. Yeah, because he know I'm finna read him. Y'all have already, listen, everybody knows. One thing about me, I say what I say. And I feel how I feel. And can't nobody, Will ain't want this truth out there. He ain't want the truth out there, y'all. I'm telling you, that's what it was. He ain't want it. He's just content. That's it. He's content. You can't, okay. He want to be this mentor type guy, right? You can't mentor people that been paying their bills and on their grown woman and grown man. You go back and get homeless people. That's who you mentor. You can't mentor no young man because you ain't even done right as a man. You can only mentor other homeless people. You know, you got to find your circle. We're just watching you because you're a crash out. He told me to get a room and to go put my stuff up in storage. Listen, child, listen. I have said over and over and over in every video, every live, how I feel about Will. Will know how I feel about him. Just like everybody else. Just like how Gina was up there reading. Will want to be something he's not. You can sit there and throw all the big words behind it, you know, whatever it is. Sir, at your age, if you call a car liability, we'll just start there. Because your car can lead you to greater things. That's just if you're just broke and no back child support and can't get a car, just say it. Just say it. I can't with Will. He just listen, Will want people, he's just like West Indy. A lot of people don't like to hear the truth. Hardest thing I had to do in life is accept the truth to who I was. And there was years people were trying to tell me, I'm like everyone else. I knew what I was talking about. I knew everything. And here to find out, till this day, I'm still learning. So the fact they think they know it all, bro, if you know it all, he think going from a homeless shelter to a condo is a big deal. That's mind-boggling to me. From going homeless to, I know people that went, do you know anybody that done it? I know people that went from homeless to owning a house. So what are you saying, Will? That just goes to show his mindset. Somebody that's came from nothing is intrigued by the smallest, littlest things. That's the reality of it. So did she really get a huge amount of money from her supporters? Who knows? You can't mentor a 50-year-old man that has a dog stuck. Oh. Her GoFundMe was stuck at like $100 for a month. Listen, if she got somebody, okay, this is the thing. Like I said from day one, I go off her stories. Her stories, per se, what I believe are two totally different fights. You guys have heard. I need a hairbrush, y'all. My hair is not hair. I think it's in the front house. That's why I hate when they be touching my stuff. I have stuff up there. I have stuff here. I still don't even want to talk about it. All I want to do is brush my hair. That's it. Nice little side part. It never happened. So I don't know. He's just that's just weird. That's just weird to me. You can tell how he handled West Indy, because that's how he was trying to handle Gina. That's how he tried to handle me. That's how he tried to handle everyone. Him and West Indy, they think alike. Either it's their way or no way. They know everything. What they say, they're the best at everything, the most knowledge, the most this, the most that. I mean, you know, you're below them. You know, child, okay, whatever. Yeah, these simps shouldn't be allowed on the internet. You should have a few content creators come up and all talk about this. Well, Trinity, I don't really think there's a need, because any grown person, I mean, it'd be entertaining. Yes, it would. But even if I did that, it's not going to change the reality of what it is. That's just us having a convo. That's fun. It gives us something to listen to, but it's not changing the reality. You see what I'm saying? So as much as it's fun and all that, it still is what it is. He felt weak as a man. He allowed himself to be homeless. He's handling Marissa. He thinks he went from homeless to condo. Like that's a he's just a man that never really had much of nothing, you know, and hot child, I guess. I mean, it would be entertaining. That's just all. That's all it would be. But the thing is, all of us content creators it's all the same thing. Okay. It doesn't matter who you're doing content on, okay? We're all doing, we all have our opinion, and the thing is, most of us doing commentary on Will, we kind of all feel the same way. Just like West Indy, kind of all feel the same way. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. Yeah, you should do it. Yeah, you could do it. But to me, that's kind of not fair for content creators, because I mean, no, let me rephrase that. I'm just one of the reasons I'm not going to do it, because we get paid to do this. We get paid to give our thoughts, and we get paid to do our opinions. So the time someone spent it on here, that could have been a video they went and made money off of it or whatever it is. I mean, we're all pretty much saying the same thing. We haven't switched, you know, our stories. But it would be, it's a good idea. I'm just not going to do it. It's fun. I'd probably watch. The delusion drives me nuts. It is so delusional. Oh, yeah, this would be something great. That's what I'm saying. Beautiful idea. I'd definitely do it. I hate when people come back here and touch my stuff, y'all. This is like off guards, off limits. Nobody should be back here. I cannot even find. Now, before they came back here cleaning, it wasn't even dirty. Or shall I say moving stuff. I had like 20 chapsticks. Now there's none. Oh yeah, that'd be good. That'd be a good for someone that has. That'd be a good. I'm telling you, I'll probably come watch it. He's just so delusional. He's so delusional. I really hate, I'm telling you, that really hurts my core. That really irritated me the way he was talking to Gina. That just goes to show that's how he handles West Indy, y'all. I don't like that. But then again, I kind of feel like she deserved it because y'all be on the same type timing. If somebody ain't telling you what you want to hear, boy, I'm telling this is how, it's just how they treat people. Hold on, y'all can't go no further till I find some chapstick. Child, they done moved everything. Hey, Golden, did you say something, honey bun? Let me get to my other. That man is full of crap, y'all. That man is full of crap. Imagine you being a grown person. First of all, let's start here. Imagine you being a grown-up word if somebody don't like you. What the is that? I think the man was over there drinking. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, don't touch my stuff. I don't like that. That's just, this is my honeycomb hideout. That's why I spend extra money just for this back here. That's why y'all don't hear it. Don't be nobody but the children. The children, they run back there to the game room. Okay, so other than that, this should be off limits. You don't hear people coming back here. You don't see my sister. She might have came back here when we did those couple skits, or she'll come back here and say, hey, you know, the box came, or just come put this up. Well, if I'm back here, she really need me. I mean, she's been back here less than 10 times. But my son's dad, he like the other day, what did he do? He stuck that little electrical bike over here that he bought me. He just come in here touching stuff, y'all. Drinking more than that juice box. Imagine me and a grown man drinking that. Is that the snacks he bought Marissa? Good night, Trinity. And I'd love to see you do that, Trinity. I would love to see you do that. That's why he's with a younger female that he can control. That's right. Listen. First of all, ain't no other younger female looking for him. A younger female wants a man that has something going on. That man ain't even got no common sense. Only way he don't get a grown woman is if she's lonely and ain't got nothing going on. That's it. Ain't nobody out there looking for no man like Will. We're not. We are not. Them the snacks he took back, y'all. He over there eating and drinking the snacks he took back. This man over here talking all... Okay, let's just start here. You already know I think he took advantage of West Indy, okay? Even though that's a grown woman, you can tell that woman ain't right. You can tell she makes herself accessible. You sit there, you see she got Thomas watching Momo. You are on the inside, so you can see exactly all her flaws. At 50, this is who you chose to go and have a baby by. You created a broken home by a woman that can't even manage her own. Bro, now you was preying on her because she was an easy target, easy let you hit it type activity. No, that's crazy. Now you couldn't handle no mature woman. Unless he gets an old lonely woman, then, she'll be... I've seen a lot of lonely old women do stuff like that. I'm not that woman, but it goes down. To an older woman, that might be a piece of eye candy. And he thinks he looks so good, bro. You look the age you are. You don't look like no teenager. You look the age you are. Black don't crack, but it look different, okay? So Kyle going live, I think chasing Andrew Jackson. Hey, Mr. Brian, imagine him calling Granny. Oh, he didn't think Granny was gonna come. He didn't think you didn't think my balls hung long enough. I was scared I wasn't gonna come. Child, boo. I said mature, not older. I don't think no woman wants that man. Except, listen, desperate and dumb. That's the only type of woman dating Will. Desperate and dumb. And I'm sticking with that answer. It ain't got nothing to do with age. Desperate and dumb. A woman don't want that. A woman wants a man to be a man at all times. Just like I'm going to use my father for reference. You don't think we never had hard times? You don't think he never made bad decisions? You don't think, before he got his bag, you don't think he was a regular person? Just like your dad, your dad, your dad, your dad. And we're using our dads because Will is a man, okay? Or your brother, or your son. All these men we know could have fell homeless, but they didn't. You see what I'm saying? They didn't. They chose to fight for what they wanted. He makes it say, oh, bro, it was a shelter. I don't care what type of name you put. You was in a shelter, bro. You was homeless. Rita was giving her number in the back chat. Hit me up, Will. I can't miss the West Indian drama. She needs that rant, 18 days ago. Well, you know what? Hey, Ghetto Planet. I don't believe that. Mr. Panera got him a line I love to see. Listen, I don't, thank you, honey bun. I don't believe nothing they really say. I really, really don't. I really, really, really don't. Until I see it actually happen with my own eyes, I don't believe it. I know that content creators, I'm just telling you now, you can have whatever content creator you're talking about, you're watching. At least 50% of their stories are made up. So just because people say something don't mean, I don't want to be the one to bust the bubble, but it does not mean it's true. People understand drama sells. People do show a lot of their own lives. So it does show how corrupt and crazy our lives are, and we all come from different problems, different situations, different age groups, we're at different points in our life. But a lot of their content is made up because they know that's what you want to see. So, hey, Sam. I could get on here, I'm telling you, I could get on here and start telling any lie you want. And I can make it believable. And, have you feeling bad for me and all types of stuff. Everybody's willing to do something different, something strange for change. And their level of what they're willing to do is different. Oh my God, Ghetto Planet. I pulled my other brace off, and I have not been. One fell off, then I pulled this one off, and then I went ahead and I took this one off because it just tastes so horrible. Yeah, what they don't tell you is the way it'll taste. That's a whole nother story. I'm not going into that, but I popped that bad boy out. And I'm in so much pain right now. It's worse than the day I got the surgery. I can tell every time I popped one off, you can just tell that was meant to be there for a reason, which it kind of did prevent it from healing a little bit. It served multi-purposes, but just know, had I not had it on, it'd healed faster, but now it's a fresh open wound. I got stitches hanging out everywhere. I'm miserable. Hey, SG. Hey, family, if you go back, look at her fake receipt. The rent was paid. October was missing. I had someone in ATL look at the receipt and confirmed it was fake. That's why she was able to call maintenance. I got 10 Westy, the bestie, his most attractive baby mama. I hope so, too. I'm so over it. My baby Sonny's like, what you say to Granny? I'm sending you to HELL. Sonny don't play that. Sonny, just know, Granny got the same amount of love for you. If anybody don't know, please go follow Solid Sonny. I feel like she should have been born my daughter. She's like my mini twin, and I love her. Can't nobody. That's one thing about it. Everybody has tried to get me not to love her, not to care about her, not to do whatever. And I think she sees after all this time that can't nobody convince me to do nothing. I'm a grown woman. And Sonny, something you said has just been sitting on my heart. That day when you said, you know how people be harassing me about you and stuff like that, and it just gets on my nerves. That's why one of the major reasons I do these West Indies videos, and you've known that from day one. When I was over my daughter's house and you said, Granny, go ahead and do videos, start doing videos about me, just so that way people will leave you alone. That goes to show how much you cared about me. And don't, everything you say to me, don't think I don't think about it. And that just really has resonated in my heart where you're like, you know what, Granny, if you got to go in there and make some lies up about me just so people will leave you alone, or if you got to go hard, or you got to do whatever, you do that. And that goes to show that I mean something to you. But I want you to know that you mean a lot more to me and these people. I would never. But Sonny, don't know. I just want you to know that's something that stuck with me. A lot of things you say stick to me, but you showed your unselfish side. Like, listen, Granny, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. And you heard I said, I'm not doing none of that. But just know that I appreciate the love you have for me, and I love you just as much. Sonny, I know, but you're just my baby. You're just my baby. I can't help it. You're my baby. And it's not for them, it's for you. It's for you, because Granny can't always call like she wants to or whatever it is. And I know you're not here for that. But I need you to know that my heart is with you and I care about you. And don't shut Granny down. I'm trying to have a moment, baby. That's how much Granny loves you. You're my baby. You know that. You're my baby. And since I can't talk to you on the phone, whenever it is, anytime I see you, I have to make sure you know that. Hold on, I hear cussing in the backyard. What is this? All this noise and all this cussing. Hello? Hey, Deborah. Sonny, you. Granny will stop. Mind our business. Me and my baby was having a moment. Mind our business. She don't like me to. She knows Granny goes extra hard over her and loves her a lot. And she'd be like, Granny, tone it down, tone it down. That's right. Love never fails. Sonny's like Granny. She's a real private person. All right, we're off that. We're off that. My baby said no, and I respect my baby. Yeah, y'all. So back to this little bum wheel. It's just that I don't believe a lot of things him and West Indies say. I just don't. I just really don't. I know they're running game. I know they're running game, and it's kind of crazy because they want us to coincide with them, but we're all people that work and foreign. I love me some you. You made my night. Girl, he wouldn't let me ride him. He wouldn't. He called me. He didn't think I was coming, bro. I ain't got no problem. The only reason I did talk about show your face. They know what I look like. You act like don't nobody know what I look like. The reason I didn't show my face because I'm in the other part of the house. So what's going on up there? If that was a problem, listen. If I wanted to show my face, I'd just be going live up there. You see what I'm saying? Why do you think I'm paying for back here to keep that private? We'll act like I'm just some what's that called? When you got a avatar or something. Like people don't know me. Come on now. Hey Keith, good luck on your journey. He don't. He called me, he didn't think I was coming. At first I wasn't going to. But then I'm like, oh, you're on that big boy ish. Let me pull up then, bruh. Because why I really came, because the way he was handling Gina, that's what really made me pull up. Because, bro, don't talk to no woman like that. And this, you worry about why am I so masculine, bro? Why you ain't masculine? Why you, nah, don't, I ain't like him handling Gina like that. Bro. I love my baby. I love me some heart. Your heart is beautiful. Either you're going to get the good side of me or you're going to get the bad side. I never want to lie to you guys. I am a really horrible person, y'all. I don't want to make it seem like I'm this beautiful butterfly. Because I'm not. I'm a really horrible person. I'm trying to be better. I'm a horrible person. Yes, I've done a lot of good things and I always have, but I've done a lot of bad things. So don't let my good things, they don't make my bad things go away. I'm still that person. You see what I'm saying? Either you get this side of me or you get that side of me. And it is what it is. He was out of pocket. You are highly blessed and highly favored. I don't feel like that, Sonny. I don't. But when you say it, it makes it feel true. Just like when Granny goes to have these surgeries, y'all, I be real, real, real scared. But it's something about Sonny. I feel like she's just been touched in a certain way, y'all. And if Sonny knows Granny's having a surgery, I would be scared to DEATH. But when Sonny says, Granny, you're going to be okay, it's like my fear just goes, can I explain that? Am I explaining that right? I'm telling you, and when she says that, I don't even have fear in my heart no more. When she says, Granny, you're good, you got this, and she'll just say 3-4 words, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm good. She says it is true. That's just, Sonny, you just don't know. We need each other, baby. Sure, your greatness outweighs the bad. I wouldn't say that. That would be a lie. That's definitely a lie. I keep telling you, I've spent a lot of years in the streets. I've destroyed a lot of families. I've installed fear into many. I've done beyond my share. No, I'm not gonna make it seem like my good outweighs my bad, because that would be it's a lie. I don't want to be no liar, y'all. That's one thing about me. I'm not a liar. I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. I mean, I'm just not gonna be that person. I'm very honest. Just like today, you make me mad enough, boy. You'll see what not a good person I am very fast. Hey, CJ. That's why I had to start going to church, y'all. That's just why I had to start going to church. I told you, I don't even know what I believe in, but I know I got so much savage in me where it's not right. And I had to be woman enough to admit that. We all have a savage side. Hey, Gwen. You can push it to a point where you really show them what you're working with. So, see, the thing about me, Gwen, I get pushed to that point extremely fast. And it doesn't take much. And I notice the older I get, that button, I'm closer to go than I was. And I just know that I'm a loose cannon and anything could happen. I'm an imperfect person. I make imperfect decisions every day. And there's so much savage in me, I can't tone it down. I don't even know if I want to tone it down, but I know it should be toned down. Is that a fair way to say it? Bronx, hey, honey bun, did I tell you hi, Bronx? I love you. I love you, Bronx. Did I tell you hi? You have a purpose. I do have a purpose, but I don't know. I don't know. Water seeks its level, and that's why Will is stuck with Marissa. There are two sides of the same coin. They really are. And I understand we all got savage in us, but I just know there's a such thing as being too savage, and I'm not afraid to admit I'm that person. I'm not. I got to stop doubting myself. Well, you know what it is, Sonny? I just don't feel like I do enough. I think what really gets me, Sonny, is the fact that I know how dangerous outside is. I know what's really going on. See, right now, a lot of us, we're just looking at things in a YouTube way. I deal with the dark side, the streets, the whatever, and it's that harsh reality for me that I'll never be able to do enough. They're out there unaliving each other every day. They're out there risking it. They're out there hurting each other. You know, it just is what it is. There's the regular life and then there's a street life. And a lot of us, just because a couple things pop up in the news and whatever it is, we don't really realize what it's like outside. So we don't have the true understanding to what goes on in 5 minutes out there, let alone an hour, 24 hours, you know, whatever it is. No, I ain't looking fine today. I am not looking fine. Defense. I stay in that. I'm so excited, looking forward to start working in Miller's Ale House. Congratulations, CJ. I am so proud of you, CJ. CJ got a job. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Congratulations, hon. Congratulations. Now, I am very, very proud of that. Listen, very proud. You guys, let's put a little heart in the chat for CJ. CJ got a job. Thanks to the Bushes for hitting the laugh button. You still hyping her live. Yeah, Sonny, you already know. Shh, don't tell him anything. Don't tell him our cheat code. Sonny, you already know Granny is for tough. That stuff don't listen. You can put middle fingers in the chat. And it would not bother me. Sonny, you already know me. You don't. Yes, CJ. I am very, very, very proud of you guys. CJ has been watching me for the whole 2 years. And CJ is like one of my children in many ways. And CJ is out there thriving, y'all. Amen. A person can look at me and know I'm not to be played with, and yet I can be a loving person. You know, I think people get it twisted because when they look at me, especially now that I'm older, but it's not even that, but I think they see, I don't know, do you see like a white woman? Like, what do you see? Because I think that's what you think you see. Because because what you get is nothing like what you know what I'm saying? You're getting like a Hulk. You're like, whoa, I'm scared. Now I'm scared to sleep in my own shit. So, you know, that's why I'm like, It just makes me wonder, like, what do you... That's why, let's go back to, that's why, this is one of the real reasons why my children keep... Oh, and let me tell you, there are more trackers on my car now. And my baby's dad got something to do with it, because when I came home, there's an AirTag pack. They were on sale for $60, and the 3 of them. And he's working with my children, y'all. He's working with my children. Stop being so hard on yourself. Well, no, I'm not hard on myself. I'm not hard on myself at all. I'm just a realist. I just don't never want, I am who I am, and I own it proudly. I'm not being hard on it, so it's not like I feel bad for doing it or I take it back. I'm just letting you know, as a over 50-year-old woman, I'm not acting appropriately for my age. That's all I mean by it. I still push your neck back. But that is not appropriate, guys. I should be somebody's grandmother. It would be thought to be Creole. Amen, Veronica. I see someone moving in her purpose with a very loving soul. I do have a loving soul. Boy. So anyways, but this is why my children are AirTagging me, and they got all these Go Find Me's. That's instead of GoFundMe, they got like Go Find Me's on my car, my phone. That's why you guys know I have 3 phones. I only take 1 phone with me. I used to take all 3. Because my children know I will go outside and it will be a bondable moment. If I go to the dollar store and someone size me, we can get it in right there. This is what convinced me, y'all. I want to tell the story, but I can't tell the whole story because I will not incriminate myself. A while back, someone road raged me, okay? Dang, I can't really tell the story. I don't want to incriminate myself. What part can I tell? I can't really tell nothing. Yeah, someone road raged me. We're just gonna leave it there. And it was turning into I, I can't even really tell myself like that. One of those moments. But that's why the children are tracking me. Yes. We are the same complexion and quite a bit older than you, but just as a mother raises their child, they can look at their child and they know to calm me down. Yes, and I'm not going to tell them myself, but yeah, that convinced me right there. I'm like, yeah, you ain't rap right, heifer. You need to go talk to somebody because what you're doing is not right. How dare you? Go your own way in the car. That's what I had to tell myself. Go your own. What are we doing here? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Not yeah. I don't know. But listen, Sonny, your sister's the same way. Well, I don't know. Not all of them, but that one. She needs trackers on her. Yeah, I don't know. Something about us, we ain't rap right. I don't know. And we ain't scared to admit it. And what makes it so bad, the one sister that you talk to, she has a heart of gold, but boy, she will flip you upside down. In the worst way, where you'll be like, yeah, just have to know, yeah. See, knowing your problem is part of the problem. I told her, I said, maybe you, every Sunday I try to get her to come to church. Every Sunday. Hey, fat, yes. Every Sunday. Hey, fat, happy Sunday. I'm like, you gotta come. You gotta come. You gotta come. It ain't worked yet. It has not worked yet. That girl, listen. They, born a savage, going to heaven a savage. She ain't ready yet. It's not Miss Parker. It's Miss Granny to you. Yeah, but y'all, that man is a joke over there. And one thing about men, I don't like men that handle women any type of way. I don't like that. Now, West Indy, I think she's kind of getting her karma. Just like how she comes on here and handles her crowd. He does the same thing. But the fact that he was handling Miss Gwen like that, I'm telling you, it did not sit right with me. And it goes to show that's how he handles her. That's how he handles every other woman. I don't like that. Not on my watch. No ma'am, no sir. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's one thing about me. You can't do, I'm not the toughest woman, but I'm a woman, okay? And my nuts hang low. You're not going to just handle people in front of me. You're not going to do that. Mm-mm. You are not going to do that. Like, we were in a store and you was handling it like that. We're not doing that. See, there's people that just sit back and watch things happen. I'm not one of those people. So even if it's me in my community, let's say I go to the store right now and the kids are out there, pow, pow, yeah, I'm about to take you down. No, not me. I'm about to catch one. I'm like, no, we ain't, and everybody else got their phone out. No, I'm out there about to catch one. I'm about to stop it, So you're pretty and have good hair. It's because my dad is white. That's why I have good hair. And y'all, if y'all know about me, I hate good hair. I hate it. This is the hair I have, but I hate having good hair, y'all. It feels like dog fur. It got me stressed out. The only reason I grew this hair was for my daddy. My daddy's in heaven. He wanted me to look like a woman. He wanted me, because listen, I used to have a barber out in this world. Every type of design you think. Okay, my barber was so tight, God rest his soul, where, both sides of the dollar bills, I had one on this side, like even the bricks on the pyramid was in my head. So even my hair shavings alone was just $200 jobs. But my father's like, no, I need you to be a woman, so yeah, this is, something different. I'm just trying to do, this. When I look in the mirror, I don't see me. I feel like this is an imposter. This is somebody I would never be. I do know I'm aging. I do know I'm getting older, but white teeth, that ain't me. You know, I don't like white teeth. Um, I don't like this long hair. I don't. I just trying to honor my dad, y'all. What, Danny boy? What are you talking about? What are we talking about so I can be part of the conversation? Yeah, you know Granny don't like no white teeth, Sonny. And she don't like this dog fur. You know, my children ain't really got hair like this. My mother ain't got hair like this. So this is different to me. You know, I didn't grow up touching this type of hair. So it just is different. You gotta remember, you know, only my daddy's white, Sonny. So it's not like there's like a bunch of other white people in my family. And I wasn't raised around my dad's family. I was raised around my father. I told you to keep that heat. I made sure my kids keep that heat. A young girl tried. I had to let her see. Listen, we're good, Gwen. We are good. I'm never going to incriminate ourselves, but we are good. I'm half Haitian, and my wigs are lower to my children and grandchildren are Haitian. Well, my children are a lot of different things, but they don't look like me. They look like me, but they don't, not like this. Yeah, so it's just weird to me. You don't understand unless you came from a biracial home. You don't understand. So in my situation, there's me and one other cousin that have white parents. This isn't like a dominant in our family. There's just, you know, my mother's people wasn't out there marrying other white people or breeding with white people. And not that there's nothing wrong with white people, because I'm, you know, my father's white, but it's just not something, you know, that was my mother's. Sonny, leave Granny alone. And you know what, Sonny, you might have some in you. Do you know, Sonny, white people can have African DNA? White people, total white people can have African DNA. Hey, walking tall. But like I said, unless you're biracial, that's just not a conversation that you would even understand. So it doesn't make me privileged or anything like that. It just means you just wouldn't understand that conversation. I could see Asian. Now that I could actually see, because you don't even have an American eye. My father's German. And Spanish. I mean, not my father, but my mother has that in her. Hey, Suvish. Yeah, a lot of us. That's why I say a lot of us need to go take a DNA test. You could swear. If you ever get extra money, just go take a DNA test. I think you would be so amazed to what you are. You could swear you're just one thing, and I guarantee you, I bet you 200 that you ain't just that one thing. I followed the advice of Mr. Rhythm in the movie DC Cab. What was the advice? Now I'm curious. But Sonny, I could actually see that with you, and the reason I'm saying an Asian eye is something only Asian people have. When anybody has, it is an Asian trait. It has always been an Asian trait. When you see anybody with a slanty eye, there's something going on there. I'm just saying. As I say, we all think we're one race. Sonny, when you ever get some extra money, please go take a DNA test. I think you will really be like, do you understand what I'm saying, Sonny? It's just certain things are certain things. Like a white trait is a white trait. An Asian trait is an Asian trait, you know. Listen, let me say this fun fact. African Americans were not the only slaves, and they were not the first slaves. They think they were, but they were not. We, as African, were not. We're not. I cannot say this enough. There was Interracial breeding way back when. People were slave trading way back before just enslaving black people. I know my mother was native, my father was native, my grandparents were native, my great parents were negative. I think you meant to say native, and my great grandparents were native. Shall we still keep going? I hate Asian food. And why do you think that is? An Eskimo is derived of what? We have some type of Indian in us as well. You guys, I'm trying to finish painting this one wall up there. It just don't seem like it's going to get done, y'all. It just really don't. I'm one of those people, when I start a gosh darn project, I want that project finished. Like, I don't work on projects for 2 or 3 days. Hey, Allie. I'm going to paint down here by myself next month. What? I'm going to paint down here. Oh, the house. That's exciting. What colors are you choosing? That is exciting. And, Sonny, you know what you should do? You should get fancy. Hold on. Fancy. And tape off, like you can do triangles, you can do squares. And even if you just do like from the middle down, stripes, you have so many options, Sonny. I cannot wait to see that. That is going to be so freaking pretty, Sonny. What colors are you choosing? Hey, Bishop. What gosh darn colors are you going to choose? Oh my God, I love a good project. I wish I was over there, child. You'd be like, Granny, get out my way. Let me do this. Cream white, that's nice. That is going to be nice. But you know what, Sonny? Something you ain't got to listen, but something you should think about. Maybe since the kids are little, don't be afraid to go a little darker. And go with something that's, your daddy gonna help you? Oh, that'll be fun. Get something that's easy to wipe off. But listen, I would not be afraid. Don't think you have to use typical colors. You don't. Have a good day, walking tall. You can do whatever you want down there. One thing I tried to do when my children was little, and just like you see now, even though this gray is old, but I don't, child, I ain't got all day to be wiping no walls down. My daughter, she keeps her walls white. But only, this is the first house she's had them white at. And I'm like, yeah, so you do kind of have to go with what he says. Light colors turn dark after a while, especially walls. Any color. Any color is going to change over time, but whites especially. But no, no, I agree, Sonny. You have to go along with what your dad say. Don't make him mad. My daughter one time, oh my God, your sis, Sonny, she painted all the walls red. I'm like, and we had to go through a lot to paint over that. Like these walls back here, I can actually like peel the paint off. There's black, yellow, red. Because the paint, this stupid gray paint, somebody bought the wrong paint, but I just went ahead and used it. You can actually see where there's all these colors under this wall. We had triangles everywhere. We had them in this part of the house. That's why I liked it when my daughter stayed here. We just had more of a variety of, I don't know. It was just fun. Now my sister, she sucks. She's boring. I don't know. But yeah, she painted everything red. And let me think. The hardest thing to paint over that she had was the all red. And then she had like a navy blue room. I think the red was harder to cover than the navy blue. The red required more coats than the navy blue. Bishop, that man is so full of crap. Did you hear how he was talking to Gina? I couldn't believe that. The lies he tells, that was low level energy. He's just like West Indy, y'all. Just like her. If you ain't saying what he wants to hear, talking about who don't like you. Bro, we are all grown-ups. People do that in real life, and I do know people do that in real life on here. But not this adult. I just don't like how you live as a man. It don't mean I don't like you. He wouldn't even let me talk. If you would have heard, I should have recorded what I was saying. I didn't even know he had me muted. He was just laughing in the man's face, though, Granny. Pathetic. Pathetic, y'all. Pathetic. Crazy. Sonny, wild. Wild activity. Sonny, we got to be nice. We have to be nice, Sugar Biscuit. Oh, my gosh. We have to be nice, kids. Fine glass of wine right here, child. This is a fine glass of nothing right here. Yeah, I need to go hop on a little... What's that stupid bike called? My son's dad got me. What the heck is that thing? Electric bike? I need to ride it to the store. Sonny. I'm talking about you, Jerome. I'm talking about you, Sugar Biscuit. That's what I'm talking about. You and you only. Happy Sunday, Jerome. I'm on live. Don't come in here with all that noise. Did you go with your dad today? Huh? Hold on. Y'all, Bishop and Sonny don't get along. Sonny, be nice. Y'all have to be nice on Granny's page. That's what I need to do. I think I rode that little stupid $1,500 bike. Maybe a total of 4 minutes. About 4 minutes, y'all. That's not what I wanted. So I don't know why I bought it. That is not what I wanted. We need to go on a field trip, y'all. I need to go get my car. I got to go buy some things. Yeah, I've been kind of asleep all day. I got to make a video about this clown before I... No, I get it, Sonny. I get it. You know, Granny knows. I know. No, I know. I know you don't, baby. I know. You are just like Granny. You're like... Drake's dad, I've been trying not to buy that Ripple. I'm addicted, y'all. I'm trying not to buy no Ripple. Because, you know, if I buy that Ripple, I'm not eating no food. I'm not drinking no water. I'm just living off of Ripple. And yeah, I tell you what, my mouth hurts so bad. Every time my gums even touch the stitches, I don't know, y'all. Hey, why? Ripple is chickpea chocolate milk, if you don't know. Miss Luxury, it don't matter. It don't matter, hon. And how are you, Miss Luxury? Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. So, Sonny, this is the thing. Next time Granny loses your number, go put it under one of my old videos. Like if I say I'm on here, like I'll say I'm on here right now. Put it under an old video of mine, and I'll be like, okay, and I'll erase it because I don't want nobody calling you, baby. I like older women, especially my friends' moms. Yeah, I knew somebody was gonna try to call you. That's why Granny don't be liking you to do that. Granny just be trying to protect you because I don't want nobody to call you. I started watching you way back when people were sending you that chocolate milk. Oh, only one person. Only one person sent me money for chocolate milk. And they didn't send me money. They gave me something on here. So what they gave me, the way it really worked out, YouTube gets almost half of it. So and it took a month to get it. So any Ripple that I have bought really came from my own money. Now, unless I were to be like Marissa, be like, cash at me. But y'all know I'm not doing that. Miss Luxury, what is going on over here, hon? Man, listen, Gwendolyn. I just feel like they should give me an IV with this Ripple chocolate milk, y'all. Like, put it like this. I've had a lot of people try that milk, and nobody likes it as much as me. So, I don't know. Look, Sonny's like, no, ma'am, you won't get me with that chickpea chocolate milk. I'm addicted to it, Sonny. I could just take a bath in it. I just want an IV. I was laying in bed, just give me the IV. I don't know, take a bath in it. Take a bath in it. I need chickpea chocolate milk. I've never been so addicted to something in my whole life, y'all. I hope that stuff's as healthy as they say, because if not, I have ruined every organ in my body with that crap. Man, weakness is an understatement. Every day I want to buy Ripple. Gwendolyn, every single day. And it's like, no, don't do it, Granny. No, don't do it. I look at it every single day. I go to this grocery market, y'all. And it happens to be there. And at this certain store, it is $7. What is that? A pint? Is that a pint? I can't even think right now. Quart, pint, quart, and I tell you what, definitely ain't no gallon. And I will. It's like part of me just put. It's like put 5 or 6 of them in the buggy. Just get them, girl. Just get that milk. And I'm like, no, don't do it. No, don't do it. I don't like that gosh darn almond milk. Church was good. I got my pizza. I didn't get no ice cream. Because it was just too much going on. Okay, so let me tell you why I didn't get the ice cream. Because I was resting. I had a mentor. I had this stupid dress on. You guys know I'm not a dress type female. I was irritated. I had to go chase the thugs down to mentor them afterwards. I was irritated. It was hot. I had to shovel down 2 pieces of pizza. Then I had to take 2 with me just in case I got hungry. Couldn't hold the ice cream. I had my little Bible in my hand. I didn't have the big purse. It was just a lot going on. I had too much in my hands. I was just irritated. I don't know, but I don't like that almond milk. I don't know. That's just weird to me. I love almonds. But as in it being in milk, I don't like oat milk. I don't like I don't like none of that. You ain't supposed to. You know I'm not. And that's why I was shoveling it down. And sometimes I like food that tastes good too, y'all. I get so sick eating all the healthy stuff. If I were to go show you the refrigerator back here, the freezer back here, it looks different than the freezer up there. If I were to show you guys this refrigerator and freezer, you'd be like, man, you are starving yourself, girl. Because it is different. Just like you see when I went to my daughter's house and she cooked tacos, it wasn't the fact of, I eat tacos all the time, but she used beef. I don't buy beef. You know, just certain things I just don't eat. So eating healthy is not fun. It's very boring. My palate is disgusted. Like every morning or just any time it's time to eat, I'm just like, that's another reason I'm over here losing weight a little bit, because you can just, how many different ways can you eat turkey? You know, I don't care how you season it. I don't care what veggies you put. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, y'all. Granny baby on that live, I didn't know you had all that base and strength. I was like, oh, I'd have heard his feelings. Rice milk, I drunk that my whole life growing up. So that there, I'm definitely not. You know, my mom is Asian and a bunch of other things. Oh my God. Oh my God. Rice pudding, rice everything. Just rice. Rice water. That's how I know about the rice water, y'all. Listen. Oh God. I just want food that tastes good. I've ate that for how many years? And that ain't nothing even good for you no more. What's in those waters is not good. And see, that's another thing. I read too much, to educate myself too much. The turkey ain't even good I'm eating. But the water, man, there's a lot of things going on in that water right now. He shrunk down in that seat. Yeah, he was calling me. He didn't think I was going to come. But if you call me like you're a big dog, I'm going to come up there like I'm a big dog. Because I need to figure out who you keep talking to. Rice pudding. Let's not start there. Sonny, have you had rice pudding? I loved it when I was little, but I just don't want... I don't want that stuff no more. I used to sneak in rice water is good for your hair, Granny. That's what I use in my hair. That's how my children had all that long hair, all that stuff. I keep telling people, listen, 4C hair, I can grow it. I got all the tips, all the tricks. I don't like them no more. Not saying I haven't. I ate a lot of that growing up. I just don't. I don't know. See, and that's why I say it's kind of different growing up in a biracial household. If I had an Asian dad, I would love those things. But you got to remember, I had an American dad. So, this is what my dad used to do, okay? And it was because I was daddy's girl. And I don't think he meant nothing by it. My mom prepared two different types of meals. She would always have, so my mom spent all day in the kitchen. So she always cooked American food for my father, and then she cooked our food. Well, I'd always be sneaking off with my daddy because I was a daddy's girl, and he would get a big plate, and I would be in there eating his American food. Oh. Well, that's not true, Miss Luxury. I leave mine sit in my hair for about 15 minutes. Man, I love some sweets, especially peanut butter and chocolate. Well, no, I don't want to say I love sweets. That's a lie. But peanut butter and chocolate, I would take a jar of peanut butter, y'all, and just pour chocolate in there and just eat it with a spoon. I'm addicted there. I will. I'll check it out. Yeah, I leave my rice water in. But one thing I don't do, I don't use fermented rice water. I've used it on other people's hair, but I don't use it in my own. I don't really think there's a reason to ferment the rice water because if you know what you're doing, you can get the same benefit without fermenting the rice water. I think, anytime you're fermenting anything, if you don't completely understand that game, you're kind of like endangering yourself a little bit, if that will. Have you ever used the fermented rice water? I mean, I've used it, and I can get the same results out of soda, liquor, and ice water. I'm a grown man. I'm not following. I'm a grown man. I'm a grown woman. I'm not following anybody's rules. Like I said, where I live for what? Are you pulling up? Like, let's talk about why you talking to Gwen like that. Yeah, don't use the fermented. You don't need the fermented. That's why I say unless you are actually skilled. That's what's that stuff you drink? I know I'm gonna say it wrong. Starts with the K. It's like a fermented drink. Kombucha? Come something. I did not mean to say that. But that's like a fermented drink. Wilfred, you ain't pulling up over here. Yeah, I don't. That's why I say unless you. And here's another thing. I know a lot of skin tricks, and my favorite one. I'm telling you, I can go get egg right now and put it on my face, and you guys be like, "Dang, Granny got young fast." You can tell when I'm doing my skin treatments and when I'm not. But I don't like to suggest that to other people. I suggested for somebody to do the egg mask one time, and I don't know what happened. Well, I mean, I know what happened, but that's why I say I just don't suggest those things to people because you're dealing with raw foods and anything can happen and fermented foods and this and that and unless you actually know what you're doing, you won't say I sent you to the hospital. No, ma'am, no, sir. I can't believe how he talked to Gwen. I still cannot get over that. No, it wasn't Gwen. Was Gwen her name? What was the lady's name? Oh, Drake's dad. I'm addicted to peanut butter. I can eat a whole jar. Like, something's wrong with me, y'all. With that peanut butter? Yes, that stuff. Is that true about baby Pete on the face for facial treatments? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I think that's. I mean, because if you think about it, pee consists of bacteria and sugar. So why do you want to put somebody's back, even if it's a child, pee still has bacteria in it. So why would you want to put bacteria on pimples? You know what I mean? Yes, there's acid, there's, you know, Gina. Gina was the name. I'm sorry, Gina. I don't think that's why he can't get no license. I think it's because of that back child support. If you think out of five of those women, they didn't put that man on child support, listen, Will'll tell you anything. What grown man don't want no car? Will is on back child support most likely, bro. Because let me tell you something. I am a mother that has raised grown children. If you had five children and this is how you know that their mothers carried most of the weight because you as a parent, if you took care of five children financially the way you were supposed to, you would be broke as that's the reality on that. How dare listen? Did y'all you know what's so crazy? All Will has the nerve to say is I have plastic on my bed. When was having plastic on your bed a bad thing? Like I don't get that. You know how you buy a bed and it comes with the plastic on it? I was lazy and never took the plastic off. What? And we don't even pee our beds over here. But yet you're over there laying. That's why you had hit her on the couch the other day. You had her on the couch the other day because her whole house is issy. Like he was mad. I mean, you're offended because I have plastic on a mattress that I pulled out of storage. You're mad because it still has the plastic on it. All of my beds have plastic on them in some form or fashion. That's why they sell mattress protectors. Not everybody wants their beds. You know, I have grandchildren that sit on the beds, they spill cups, they do that. I don't want stained mattresses. I'm sorry, I don't. That makes me wrong because I don't want a stained mattress. What? Because in my eyes, if there's a stain on the mattress, it's getting thrown away. That's what it is, that back child support. I'm telling you, that's why the man ain't got no car. And not only that, he can't afford it. And that's weird to me. You have to hit her on the couch. Did you see that day? You know she's only cleaning that bed because I said something. She ain't even properly cleaning the bed. Okay, let's say there's pee right here, okay, and I spray it. All the pee's doing is soaking down more. Like, girl, I just can't even throw that shit away. Certain things, like I don't drink after my kids, backwash. I don't care what age they are. Certain things I'm not doing. I'm not laying on no issy mattress. Like, you know, even back here, like we take these off, all of them, and we wash them. You know, we're not the cleanest people, but certain, no. And that's why another reason a lot of people aren't allowed back here, butts and stuff, because let's say if my grandchildren come, we come back here and we stay. And if my grandchild wants to fall asleep on the couch, any one of them should be able to do that without some of these butt germs and, you know, no. Wait a minute, then here's another thing. She got it from a hotel. Like, wow, how did you even put that in your house and not put it? So wait a minute, I kept the plastic on mine. This came from a store, okay? Any mattress I bought has came from a furniture store. You got a hotel mattress and you never even bothered to put the plastic on it? Like you laid on that with you and your children? Your bare skin? You know how many nuts was bust on that? That's crazy work. That's crazy work. I can't take them serious. I just can't. Sonny does have the sweetest little girls, y'all. You saw when Momo said he stuck his hand in the toilet. Listen, you know why that toilet's clogged? Because ain't nobody watching those children. They got all day long to do whatever they want when they want. Children have to have eyes on them at all times. If you're on live 4, 5, 6 hours, 1 hour, but you know hers run longer than that. What do you think Momo's doing? She thinks Thomas is watching him. Thomas ain't watching him like that. Thomas is, how old is Thomas? 10 or 11? That boy ain't watching him like that. I have mattress covers on my mattresses and I still kept the plastic on them. That's right. Listen, if I go, I'm telling you, if I go to my children's house right now, all of their mattress either have a protector on it or still the actual plastic on it. I mean, now the plastic could get a little noisy depending on, you know, the thickness of it, but a lot of us ain't laying on no bare mattress. We're not doing that. Mm-mm. There's a proper way of cleaning. And her being a cleaner, you think she would know how to clean. And she ain't, listen, that girl was just putting covers back over that day after day after day. She's just a dirty heifer. That's what it comes down to. She don't clean right. She don't date right. She don't work right. She don't take care of her children right. She don't do nothing. That's the reality of it. Garbage. And her baby dad is too. That's the reality. Happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Y'all Granny's Peyton, so don't judge me. Just a dirty foot. Wheels of Dirty Foot. I can't believe he did a whole live talking about who don't like me. Why don't you like me, man? We are all grown-ups, bruh. Are you for real? Listen, one thing about me, who don't like me? Oh yeah, we don't say the N-word on here. Any words like that, yeah, we spell them different ways. I too got mattress cover and still got the plastic on mine too. Like I don't understand, why that was so offensive to him that I had plastic on my bed. Like, isn't that the norm? Isn't that what most of us are doing? Especially as grown-ups that have had children. You got to figure I'm somebody's grandmother. I'm not no first-time mom. You don't think I know children houses? But you can tell, he's never came from nothing. I mean, he hasn't come from nothing. He hasn't parented his children the way you think he has, because he would know this. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's your biggest complaint? I have plastic on my bed? Sir, you don't? That's why she lost all 3 of her cleaning jobs. She don't know how to clean. Listen, y'all, we all see her house. We all see her running game. Listen, y'all give her whatever money y'all want to. That's up to y'all. Listen, it's a sucker around every corner. That's all I'm saying. All I do commentary on what she says. I don't even believe half the stuff she says, y'all. But, I like to report what she says. So, you don't look like you sound. Well, how am I supposed to look? I don't understand. How am I supposed to look? And this ain't even my look. You ain't gotta delete it, Sonny. This ain't even my look. This is a new look. This isn't even really me. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to read emails at the same time. I'm cheating a little bit, y'all. Don't judge me. So I was watching earlier, y'all. A conservative would handle this with ease. With Megyn Kelly and Katie Porter. And it was a whole wild meltdown. I be watching the weirdest stuff, y'all. Some little Democratic BS. I can't stand that there's elderly and mentally ill people she's taking advantage of. Taking advantage of people that work hard every day for their money. But you know what? If you want to be a fool and give her your money, give her your money. But this is my thing. You got people in your own neighborhood. You ride past children every day that you can tell they ain't got shoes, they ain't got clothes, they ain't got groceries. But you can't take care of them, but you taking care of a grown woman that don't give about her own children? That's crazy. If you want to help somebody, help someone deserving. Because that money you giving her, it ain't getting spent on them children. Them children wearing $5 shirts. See, there I go. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, Granny. Don't do it. Don't do it, Granny. You can tell her refrigerator is nasty. You can tell it stinks because of all the stuff she keeps in there. She said one day on live, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if y'all pay attention, but she has meat in there that ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got to get that meat out of there because one spoiled thing will make other things spoil. You got spoiled food in your fridge, sis? Like, how are you living? You savage. She took my money. Oh, yeah, and that's another thing. Nope, Sonny, Granny ain't gonna get started. I'm not gonna get started. You be like, no, Granny, leave it alone. Little thirsty heifer. I wouldn't have gave her nothing. Okay, Sonny, I'm not. You already know. I'm not gonna do it. I promise. Bishop, don't say bad words on here. parted this fool away $100 last year in GoFundMe, and my soul hasn't been right since. Wait a minute, who you talking about? Who you talking about? West Indy? Oh yeah, I seen you clean your fridge. Sonny, I gotta get you over here and clean this gosh darn fridge. You know it's nasty, all the food going bad. Did you see when she was eating that mushy and soggy strawberries? Just gross. Man, her whole life is just gross. Now this is my thing. I would excuse her, y'all. My thing deep down inside, I care about the kids. The kids. The kids. I could see if her children were 2 or 3, okay? Thomas is what, 10 or 11? So you had 10 or 11 years of being a mother to figure this out. And this is where you're at in life with having a 10 or 11-year-old. I just know you're lying. So no. I expect a woman to be a woman, and I expect a man to be a man. And that's it. And providing for your family is one of them. When I watch people, prime example, I got someone I work with right now. This person has the C word, okay? This person is this close to going to heaven, hell, wherever they're going. Whatever the truth is, they're going. There's no, not they might, they're going to. And they have to work every single day because they're still living. This person can barely even walk. Do you know I do the majority of their work all day long? I make my workload harder. And just like when I work with the elders, don't think, we got 70-year-old people working there. If you really think they can handle their workload, so I'm doing my workload, their workload, their workload, their workload, just because I understand. So when I see people, I see disabled people working. I see you think I ain't never been pregnant? I was just pregnant and working. And I was high risk when it was not even supposed to be working. That was what we signed up to for me not to even work. And then had the nerve to go ahead and go back to work 2 weeks later. It's just too many excuses for me. She acts like she's the first to do anything. And I'm just not trying to hear that. I'm not, no. And this is my thing. This is how children get hurt. You got this boy watching Momo. This boy ain't old enough to watch nobody. He can't save himself. They could be playing too rough. Look at the size difference. They could be playing too rough and he could hurt that boy just like that. And it's over with. But that's how you get down. She has children, but they're an inconvenience to her. Do you notice the only time she mothers right is when somebody donates? Oh, a donation. Oh, Momo, get the ointment. And here's another thing. Why does she keep discussing this kid's private parts on live? So she's on live the other day. Children running across the camera, getting out the shower. I mean, it's always the same with her. Now, we understand that children touch their ding-dings, okay? We understand that. But you know how many pervs could sit there in your chat right now and be like, oh yeah, Momo over there touching his ding-ding. And that's just how, this is what really goes on in real life. And I know I'm not feeling like that. You ain't feeling like that. You ain't feeling, no, it ain't no LOL. No, that's the reality. Not everybody watching your video is granny. You see what I'm saying? You're sitting there, or auntie, or cousin, or just a person. Yeah, there's some real weirdos out there. And you're sitting there discussing your child's private parts online. This is what, the 3rd time already? What the? Mute it. You see, anytime I'm talking to my children, I mute it. And I ain't even talking about nothing serious because our conversations are our conversations. And I'm definitely not fitting to talk about your weeder whacker on here for anybody to sit there. I'm not going to, if you get off on one of mine, it's because you did it on your own, not because I gave you ample opportunity and put my child out there like that. If you will have to figure, cause I'm not putting mine out there like no target. I'm not doing that. Thomas is actually not watching Momo. He's in the room doing whatever he's doing. This man, that's not, Thomas is a child. That's what he is. He's a child. Couldn't save everyone. That's when I knew that boy was dumb. Child, listen. His conversation is just so weird. This is what it is. I'm telling you, he was in that shelter and he had nothing but time to sit there and read. And you can tell all the words coming out of his mouth ain't his own words. Man, that man is in the dust. Do you hear me? I don't take him serious. I really don't. Whether or not we choose to be saved is another story. That's going to be her downfall. 911 will get called. It's just a matter of time. When Thomas told Momo to be a man because she was throwing him around like a rag doll. It's crazy. Hey, Tone Bone. That name is wild. The name is wild. But it's just, you know, it's like she set herself up for failure in so many ways. You don't want nothing to happen to the children, but you get them in harm. You have them in harm's way all day long. And then when something happens, she's just one of those people that you see something go happen. No, I want to use my words right. We've seen people on the news where such and such has happened to their child, and they're like, "Oh my God, why did that happen?" Because you weren't watching the mother. That's why it happened. I worked at a terminal hospital for many years, and I've seen lots of kids come in because they were harmed by a sibling. Yes, that's why I'm like, are people living in different, are we watching the same lives? One of the lives, he's in there slamming the boy on the couch, on the back of his neck. So you got a boy, 100 or something pounds, and you got little Momo that's under 50. Do you know how easy that, just that quick, Gwen? And so it's like, you know, don't cuss on here, John. Don't cuss on here. He was with his dad. Yeah, that's what he do because he knows she's on live. He knows she's on live. Oh, let me see what she's doing. He's a kid. You know, that's what kids do. Hey, Chunky Monkey, how are you, honey bun? But have y'all, just like one of her last lives, you ever notice anytime Momo comes up to her, this is what she does. This is what she does. If he wants a juice, if he wants her attention, this is what she does. Pay attention, y'all. I can't make this up. I wish it was one of my grandchildren. I was over there and I seen you do that. Boy, I'm telling you. You see what happened over the weekend? The little 5-year-old and the 8-year-old. See, Gwen, we get it. But this dummy, you know, got the kids outside. Just that quick, somebody could go snatch up Momo while he's outside. Why? Because everybody knows he's out there with his brother, and everybody knows that his brother's out there playing like a child, and he ain't got eyes on him the whole time they're out there. But these are the things that happen in real life. But, you know, like I said, when something happens, don't be looking crazy, because you going to jail, sis. That's all I'm saying. Amen. Amen, Sonny. It's wild. It's just wild. You know, like, I don't know what else. It's like we're all just, whoever. It's like you're just waiting for something to happen. I mean, because it's the reality. You don't watch your child. Your child gets hurt when you do watch them. So what do you think happens when you ain't watching your child? There's not no different set of rules for life. Just for Marissa, there ain't. Hey, Marquez. Thomas know his mama ain't nothing. He be calling her a bum to her face. And now this is another thing. You're raising young men. Your sons will never look at you. You're teaching your young men what to go out there and date and what a woman should be. Your children, your young sons will never respect you as a mother that they're supposed to respect you as. They have to just love you because that's a mother they've been given. You're not even showing them. So when they go out there and date thoughts and broke and have babies by whoever, don't say nothing because that's what you've showed them to do. You've showed them that it's okay to just. He's on the patio by himself. Exactly. And even if there's a screen on it, do you know? That's why I'm like, Gwen, are we like living in the same world that she is? Like, these are not things we're making up, y'all. Like, people's children, I'm going to say this, and Gwen, you have worked in a hospital situation. Not everything that happens to a child or every crime that happens in the street makes it to the news. More things happen to children on a daily basis that we even know about. But if you know, you know, and you don't, you don't. That's why I speak up on these things, just like Miss Gwen knows. Some of us are knowledgeable in this area. Or if you just even raise children, it's like a common sense factor. First, you don't know me. Second, I'm Haitian. I don't understand. What's wrong, baby? Bonsoir. Sock passe. What's wrong? Why are you saying that? Like, who are you arguing with in the thing? Don't know what? I don't understand. I know, but I know that's why you see I have to catch myself because I don't want to, but we call it power of the tongue, but it's power of reality. If Granny says these things or not, these are things that could possibly happen to anybody's child. That's why we have to watch our children. We just can't be like, oh my God, why'd this happen? Because you weren't watching your fucking kid. My daughter says that all the time, Sonny, all the time. That's how I know you're one of mine. It's sad because it's like, at the end of the day, I understand not every child, is going to be wearing $500 shoes. And I'm fine with that. But just give them the basics. Security. Watch your children. Show your children how a real woman moves. Imagine being Thomas, okay? And you're walking around and your mama's twerking, got her titties out, you know what I'm saying? Like Thomas as a boy sees, hey, my mom is a 304. My mom is a 304. Yeah, I have a toxic talking to me. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure, I'm like, what? You got that, Sonny. But, your mom just sits there and begs. Your mom don't have time for you. Your mom got you watching your sibling like you're the parent. Like, no, your child's not going to have respect for you. It's just not. Oh, yeah, people are crazy. It could be, listen, I don't even want to call it gang violence. Let's say, okay, I'll give you an example. One time my children were little. And I'm in the house, and my children happened to be walking from the school bus to our house, which was maybe a 10-foot walk. 10 foot. So we're talking like the next driveway. Maybe 20 foot. Next driveway. I heard pow, 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 pow. You know me, I'm going outside like I'm a bulletproof vest. Like, if it's gonna catch me, it's gonna catch me. But my children are out there, so I'm not crawling on the ground. I'm going out there full fledged. I see two ninjas, pow, 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 pow. Right, and my kids right here. You know me, I throw them on the ground. I'm like, oh yeah. But yeah. So you see, just that quick. Actually, Granny almost told too much. But just that quick. You see what I'm saying? How my children could have been caught in something. Just that quick. Sorry, Granny does not incriminate herself. Granny almost beat. She don't even want to go home to get help. I wish my daddy would have let me come home before the accident. I I wouldn't have had one. Facts. Facts, Sonny. Facts. I agree. Granny was told on herself. Not everything is made for TV, y'all. See, that's one thing about the streets. Y'all wonder why I can't tell a lot of my stories about when I was in the streets, because that's illegal activity. Like, what do you want me to get on here and say? You don't tell, what? It's times where I want to take y'all on like a little street tour, but I can't even do that because it's kind of like snitching. Like, Granny, that's a hood life everyone won't relate. That's why I can only share my stories, and try to explain it the best I can. J Prophet. But Jill, one thing about it, a lot of people don't know. It's not like I was just in the streets. I also managed stores. So I was never, for those just coming in, Granny was greedy, y'all. Granny was real greedy. Never in the house, never used this body. If I laid up, it's because I wanted to. Hey, Willie. But the thing is, just like that hood life, this hood life is happening all around us. And this is what we fail to realize. Outside is all around us. Man, you could be, let's say such and such boyfriend is going through a breakup, and now they're at the convenience store, they're at the grocery store, and they just have a crash out. Now, all these innocent bystanders are in the crash out way. So I don't care where you live. You don't know what somebody is going through, has gone through. You don't know what straw broke their back and when it's going to break their back. And just that quick, you could become victim of something that wasn't even intended for you. Statute of limitations, but you still don't. I understand that, but none of those stories would ever be able to be told on here. So there's no way to sugarcoat them. There's no way to glamorize them. If you know, you know. The suburbs is like the hood now because everybody leaving the hood to go to the suburbs. Listen, and just because you live in the suburbs, you know where your kids are at? They're in the hoods or with the other kids or dating the dope boys or, I'm just putting it out there. Hey, Mel. So don't let the fact you live in the suburbs, don't ever feel safe. Let me tell you something. Don't think a lock, I've said this over and over, don't think a lock keeps you safe. Don't think because you have a firearm in the house, you're safe. And don't think you have a camera, you're safe. That means nothing. If somebody wants to come get you, they're going to get you without even coming to your door. And there's nothing you could be able to do. They don't give a F about that camera, and you're not going to have time to get your handgun. That's the reality. And God forbid they catch you outside. So we have a false sense of safety and security that we shouldn't have. Because if you realize what was really going on around the world, it ain't nothing for somebody to come foot your door in. It really ain't. Somebody to take your door down and be in your house within 2 seconds. And there's nothing you can do. So I don't care if you have 4 locks on your door. We got to quit feeling like we are so secured and safe, and because we're not. What do you do then, as in what? Hey, Clint. I'm on live. As in, what do you do to stay safe? Like I said, safe is just a mirage, okay? Thank God there's rules and regulations. You better hope nothing ever comes down to, what's the word I want to say? End of the world scenario, because you'll see what savages are really out there. And the same little Betty that lived next to you, the 60-year-old woman to be the one to take your neck off. So I mean, Clint, it's just about understanding what the world is really like. Like I said, we just, like, you know how a horse has the blinders on? And that's to keep the horse focused in one direction. We have blinders on. We're naive to everything going on around us. And we just think we live in this beautiful world. And the reality is, we just don't. The book of Revelations. Yep. Innocent people get harmed every day. Just think about all the home invasions. You know, you think every home invasion somebody does, they know who it is. It could be somebody going through a mental moment. It could be a prisoner that broke out. Things just happen. Like I said, everything does not make it to the news. There's more things happening than what we think. Not give up? What am I scared for? I'm not scared. I understand the dangers out there. Listen, people have tried to unalive me over this many times. I'm definitely not scared. Left Behind, I will watch that, baby. Stay aware and stay proactive. I mean, that's it. Like, I don't know whatever, I don't know if you think I'm on here telling you lies or, you know, I ain't got a lie to kick it. It's also a book series. Sonny, did you watch that movie I told you, The Long Walk? Man, that was crazy. Crazy work. I still can't believe what happened in the first 5 minutes. I was a little, after that, I was okay. But the first 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, man, no. Clint, no matter what state, country you live in, it's all the same. A false sense of security. That's what we have. A false sense of security. You know, we know. Thank you. Yeah, we live in a false sense of security. The only reason I'm a little bit more up on it is because I've spent a lot of time in the streets, so I've seen dangers firsthand. Hey, turn that down! In the game room. Hold on, hold on. All right, y'all, I'm sorry. But that's why I say, I just have a different perspective because I've seen firsthand for decades, decades, decades. And I can't say this. That's why sometimes I want to take you guys outside on a tour and show you what really happens on the streets. But these things couldn't even be shown on here. Do you know what happens in 5 minutes, in 15 minutes, in 20 minutes, in 30 minutes, in an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours? We're in the safety of our own home. But what's happening out there, just in an hour, you couldn't even fathom. I have cameras and everything to keep my antennas up. I don't put my faith in security in a camera or a door lock. I pay attention. That's right. That's right. What's that camera mean? What does that camera really mean? It does what? You got a picture of somebody in a hoodie? Nobody cares about that camera. If someone's coming to get you, they don't. Most of the time, they ain't got their face covered. They don't care. They don't care. If they're coming, it means they don't care. They're on don't give a F type energy. They do not care. When you've done prison time, you know this is easy. Clint, have you done prison time? If you've done prison time, then you of all people definitely know that it's not safe outside. I'm just saying, photo. That's why I say people are so naive. When I hear, that's why you see I don't argue in real life because I'm from the streets. You know, we don't argue. We don't argue outside. That's why Granny's going to church because I'm trying to be an age appropriate woman. We don't argue outside. That's what bitches do. We don't argue outside. That's not what happens outside. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not doing none of that. We don't do that. We don't do that. That's like below my, I need to learn to start arguing. But we don't do that. We don't argue. We don't, you ever heard the expression, don't talk about it, be about it? That's how that moves around outside. Police always come knocking on my door asking to see my cameras. I tell them they don't work. People do horrible things. Very horrible things. And you live in the suburbs. I get it. Because you don't want, now here's another thing. They go and get it from your camera. The evidence and the proof. I treat everyone as if they're armed. Amen. That's right. Man, there's more artillery outside than what people think. That's why every New Year's I go live because I want you to hear the firepower just around here alone. And it is crazy. You saw that about the mother of three? Yep. Yep. I seen it, Veronica. It is sad. Hood life is attractive, and I think you mean addictive, but only the strong serve, only the strong survive. That's true. The streets ain't made for everyone. Yeah, we ain't doing no arguing. I'm not arguing about nothing. What we doing? We bonding out? What we doing? It doesn't matter where I'm from, but wherever I'm from is not where I live. And I'm not being rude to you. Hey, Sensible. I don't know, Sensible. Let's not lie. Why do it matter, honey bun? Why do it matter? Why do it matter to you where I live at? Move in silence. That's right. Keep everybody out your game room. Everybody. Should nobody know your every move. You're fine. I like that natural beauty. I really missed you, my dear. I missed you too, Sensible Man. Happy Sunday. Time to start the work week, y'all. I like peace, not with drama. I'm not with no drama. Yeah, I've never been with that drama. I've never hung around with women, y'all. I got one friend. That's my sister. She's not my sister. She's the one that's bonded me out of jail with my own money. Raised my son. I've never had actually woman friends. Oh, you're off? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why I've never hung around with women. And no, I'm not, no discredit to you women, but I'm just not that type of woman. I'm arguing, competing. I'm not doing none of that. I don't do that. That's a new breed of people, drama. Yeah, I don't do that. In the streets, we don't do that. Yeah, that's why I say, and men, it's different. Just men move different. I'm just, I don't know. I'm not a messy female. I don't care about what it's doing. I don't care. I was one of those people, I just really do not care, y'all. Compete with what? I took a Benadryl and I can see log out. I don't know. I don't know. Like my sister, she be up there sometimes. Times I gotta check her. Like, hold on, sis. Who the are you talking to? You of all people know me. Watch how you talk to me. And listen, just because we got history and you did whatever, don't I will dig off in your ass too. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that. Like one time when her friend said something, I'm like, who you talking to? See, now we got to take shit off. That's what we're doing. Who you talking to? Who you talking to? So and all this, I don't want to do that. Now you can't come over no more. Now you got that fear in your heart. You see how that worked out? Yeah, I don't care about what others do. In real life, I don't. I don't care. I'm not competing. I don't care. Oh, you trying, Jill? Y'all, we got to go on a field trip. I got to go do something. What time is it? Because if I stay on live, it'll never get done. Like I said, I was brought up a tomboy. I've been around men and boys since I was little. I never had girlfriends. I did, but they was doing stupid stuff. My mom tried to get me to hang around with girls, but I was already too far in. I was hanging around with the boys and the men. I went from hanging around with boys, and I got older, they became men. Hold on, y'all. We're going on a field trip, guys. Why you ain't take this trash out? Why you ain't take this trash out? I'm on live. Why you ain't take this trash out? All right, where are my keys at? I'm looking at Allie's reaction to Will. I do smoke, but you think that's why my voice is like that? I'm trying to figure it out, Photo. Do you really think that? Cody, geeking and tweaking, never. Never that. Cigarettes save lives over here. Yeah, we gotta go on a field trip. I got stuff I gotta do. Be a quick little field trip, but I got to make it happen. All right, where's my credit card? My credit card is in my Bible case. All right, y'all, we are going outside. Whose shoes are these? What the? Hold on, y'all. I'll make my video about Will, and I'll probably drop it in the morning. I don't even think I'm going to drop it today. Why is there a towel on the gate? That's just some hood rat activity. Oh, he ain't even let me tear him up. He knew I was going to break him off. He ain't even want it. This is a brand new phone holder. I know you're lying. All right, so the phone holder's broke. Where's the keyhole at? Should have just used the push. Where am I going? I'm not gonna go where I have to go, not on live, but I still gotta go somewhere. You know, I can't show that outside business on here. Oh, there ain't no chairs behind my car. Look, porch light on. I wonder why the bills be so high. I keep telling my sister. West, the phone holder's broke. That's crazy work. I be hating to leave my phone in the car when I go on live. I be like, boy, I hope ain't no crimes committed. And my phone caught it. Good night, Jerome. Westy is trash. Y'all, should I go get a Big Mac? Do I need a Big Mac? Yeah, I will. I just drove right across the street. Hold on, y'all. Should I go get a Big Mac, y'all? I feel like I need a Big Mac. I need a Big Mac in order to do this video on Will. I can't do one without it. Hold on, let me cover this. Hold on, y'all. There are things going on around me. Hold on. Y'all, my stuff, y'all hear all that perfume vibrating? My perfume is vibrating in my door. What type of trash phone case is this? Yeah, brand new phone holder. There was stuff going on around me, y'all, that it ain't my business to show. I'm not showing nobody's pain, nobody's suffering, nobody's nothing. If you know what goes on outside, you don't need to see it here. Y'all need to clean my car. I got like 3 bottles of perfume over here. I got mouthwash over there, peroxide, child. I got like a whole medical kit. Yeah, y'all, I need me a Big Mac before I even talk about Will. I gotta power up. I'm about to violate. I need me some violation food. You remember that time you went off on the McDonald's lady? I'm not gonna do it, y'all. Look, I don't even know if y'all heard, but my son was like, "Oh, you going outside?" He's like, "Oh God, what's she gonna do now?" Y'all ain't even hearing, but yeah. That's why they be tracking me, because they know your girl gets in trouble, y'all. Right now, I have Chanel and Prada in the car. And then I have my bunch of body sprays and stuff like that. So actually, I have more than that in the car. I use my body sprays for when I'm at work, because, you know, I smoke. So I got to keep me a bunch of those. My perfume, because you never know, you know, when I need to get fly. My mouthwash, because I have a lot of dental surgeries. And I need me a Big Mac. I'm telling you, boy, something about that cheese and them onions, it just does something to me. Even though I know that, looking like my son's dad. I know that meat ain't real meat, but it is all right with me, because I need it. But McDonald's got the best onions and the best cheese, y'all. Not the best, but you know. I feel like I could eat 2 Big Macs.
Thank you for choosing McDonald's.
Hold on real quick. Let me get a Big Mac.
A Big Mac?
Yeah. And a cup of water. Small cup of water.
A Big Mac and a small cup of water. That'll be all?
Yeah, that's all.
You can go ahead.
I'm about to slam this, y'all. I had a Big Mac the other day. I added extra patty and a piece of cheese. Man, listen, I know how to make the Big Mac sauce, y'all. I know how to make the Big Mac sauce.
702. Would you like your receipt?
No, thank you, baby. Thank you. 702 for 1 Big Mac? Boy, that's cutthroat, ain't it?
You got a small water and a Big Mac?
Yeah.
You know?
See, it almost happened again, Drake's dad. I had to catch myself. Did you not see my nose make that little... Don't do it, Granny. Don't do it. I'm not gonna do it, Drake's dad. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to do it. I promise. Just that fast. How you gonna hand me my water and it's tilted upside down? I'm talking about the whole car went over here. Not gonna do it. Yeah, diabolical, ain't it? $7 for the Big Mac. It's the sauce for me, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, Drake's dad, it just almost happened. I was like, I'm like, no, don't do it. Not on here. I'm trying not to show my savage side, y'all. But sometimes it just comes out. I should have just got me some fries. I feel like I need to double back. So I should show you this with this man. But I ain't even gonna do it. Because it ain't my job to show nobody suffering. When I see a man like this, I can't feel bad for West Indies. I should have got 2 Big Macs and a fry. Yeah, that man there. Yeah, but our girl can't do nothing. But this man over here. Did y'all see the man? But I'm supposed to feel sorry for her. Okay. I know you lying. Drake, gotta go get you McDonald's, gotta go get you a Big Mac. I'm telling you, I feel like I need to double back. I need one more Big Mac. And what, your Big Mac ain't even good if it don't have fries inside. Drake's dad, I was on live the other day, and I seen something in the sky, bro. It was crazy work. And I tried to catch it on camera. It was like a cloud, bro, but it was shaped like a boomerang. And it was moving like a plane. I can't even explain it, no lights. I was trying to turn the camera around, but I only had, you can't switch the cameras you're using when you're on your phone. Well, I can't, but maybe there's a way you can, I don't know. But, crazy work. I'm just outside, and I'm like, yeah, I see stuff in the sky all the time. And out of nowhere, I'm like, what? Shoot, I never felt bad for her. Yeah, I ain't never felt bad for that heifer neither. Remember that time you went outside looking for aliens? There is stuff going on outside. Hold on, let me cover my camera here. Hold on. I can't even turn until I cover it. Hold on. There's activities going on outside. Drake's dad, but I got the best drone pictures. You can't lie about that. Sorry, y'all. I can't show that outside stuff on here. It will ban me so fast. Be like, no, ma'am. I might catch something good in the sky tonight. Ever since I went out there and seen, I think that was like 2, 3, maybe a week ago. I know it wasn't no longer than a week ago, but it let me know that I need to be outside looking again. It's still stuff up there. This is what life is made of. That man outside walking around all disabled, pushing his own wheelchair. I'm supposed to feel bad for West Indies. I know you lying. Dang. I can't even reach him at the... Drake said, it's not that I think it's aliens. I think it's government type stuff. But do I think there's aliens? Of course. We are not... Don't ever think we're like the only civilization out there. Just like there were people on different continents and different... Same thing. I don't think we're the only planet. You watch too many documentaries. I know I learned too much. That's my problem. I put too much knowledge in my brain. Yeah, I gotta eat first before I do this video. I'm on my last leg. I should have finished painting, trying to come on live. I love me a documentary. I need to call off work tomorrow. I'm gonna be up all night, all night. I've been catnapping since church. Hand me some of the wacky tobacco. Put Granny on her SSA. Now I'm hungry. Oh my God, this tastes, I know it's toxic, but it tastes so good. I should have got me a milkshake. Man, I'm telling you, had some wacky tobacco, boy, and it all went downhill after that. I told you, then I woke up, I started painting. Granny was selfish. Drake's dad, yeah, so what you think about that, hon? Look at who is this woman that claims she's from the hood but really grew up in suburbs. Oh, God. This lame. I don't know what suburbs you keep talking about. You keep talking about the dumbest stuff, son. Talk about stuff that's true. I hate a dumb conversation. Here go another one of those dumb comments. That come, brother. You can't make me be something I'm not, sir. You just can't. Just because you haven't heard of a woman living a life like me don't mean it's not true. Yeah, don't know me at all. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, okay. Okay. We're in the hood right now. What are you talking about? They just be talking to talk, Drake's dad. This person been trying to tell me for the longest who I am and who I ain't. I said, okay. Okay. I don't get paid enough to lie about it. Okay. And first of all, I grew up in the country. That ain't the suburbs. If you're gonna say it right. I can't believe they locked me out. This is crazy. Y'all know my sister got 2 new locks put on the doors up there. So people just talk to hear themselves talk. Crazy work. That's what they do. They talk just to hear themselves talk, y'all. Man, it smells so good back here. I don't know what my son's dad laid down, but it is fresh. Do you hear me? It is fresh. Fresh, fresh, fresh. Now I got Big Mac cheese all on my face. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. It smells so good. I'll be whatever person you want me to be, I guess. I guess, okay. I guess. I guess. Listen, I don't mind you saying nothing, but at least say the truth. That's all I got to say. If you're going to talk about me, say the truth. Don't say what you want me to be. Don't say, like the women in your life, where they've come from. I'm very proud of who I am, what I've done, where I've been. Man, it is so fresh back here. Dang, it smells good. Dang. I wish y'all could smell that. Oh, and this is on tracks. He done broke one of the tracks, y'all. See how, which one? This one here, right, Lena? Well, he ain't break the track. He broke the, that's the track. The track is on the ground. On the bottom of the thing, it got like a metal thing with wheels. He broke that. Easy fix, though. My daughter told me the other day, did I want to turn this back into the exercise room? I'm like, for what? You don't even exercise. That would be a waste. I've heard the real life story, stuff you can't make up. So I know grannies live that life. Yeah, because certain things you can't make up. Certain things a woman wouldn't even know about. Oh, I definitely don't worry. But one thing about it, I don't worry about what nobody says. But if you're going to say it, just make it real. If you're going to say it, make sense. Don't ever make it seem like I grew up in this cush life in the suburbs. Yeah, my dad had money, but I still did what I did. Oh, Drake's dad, my daughter was on here a while back. Telling what it was like to have a mom like me. You would have liked it. It was a good video. Good live. She didn't want to do it, but I got her to do it. And she made me beef tacos. We were living our best life. But it would have been interesting. I think you would have liked it. You would have got to hear her version of what it was like to have a mom like me. A mom that was in the streets. She kept it kind of clean, I guess you would say. Oh, you seen it? You ever notice how her stories matched mine? Yeah, she was cooking the tacos. But you see, to her, that was, you gotta remember, that's normal. Because, I was always in the streets. Even though I managed stores, I was in the streets. So, whatever was going on, it was all normal. She don't know what it's like to have any other type of mom. It just be interesting. I just be sharing a little bit because sometimes it just be interesting to hear people's perspectives. But Drake, you heard her. You heard her. She said, my mom did things that men could never. I was a big dog, and I was very proud of that. That's a hard position to hold. That's a black male-dominated sport, so. I was trying to figure out if that was the daughter I want. No, they all look alike. That's not the one you want. All the girls are crazy, but that's the craziest one. You see, she went out of nowhere. She's like, who said something about my mama? Ready to get it in. You showed me the one with the BBL. A couple of them got BBLs. Because, you know, we're Asian. We ain't got no lot of body over here. Asian people are not... Anytime you see a thick Asian, just know that ain't real. Very few. You're lucky if you get some tatas. Nah, that ain't the one you want, though. But she looked just like her. And that one there is actually... She's beautiful. She just got off work and was looking crazy. She worked her like 11, 12-hour day. You don't want none of them, Drake. I'm going to have to save you. Whichever one you date, I'm going to have to save you. We listen, we don't touch. We look, we don't touch. Yeah, all them heifers got BBLs. All of them. Do you believe that lady gave her all the money? Looked like she rubbed her eyes so hard to crank up that cry. I don't believe nothing that Dirty Foot says. Am I wrong for saying that? Yo, now we gotta go back outside. Hope it ain't no raccoons or nothing out here. I ain't got time to be fighting them off. I need to take this trash out. I mean, I'll do that in the morning. Listen, what was the point of the baby's dad coming over, y'all? He ain't take none of the stuff out. That's crazy work, y'all. I don't even understand that. You came here and moved the furniture, so you didn't throw away. There's 3 hoverboards, 3 brand new hoverboards. Well, Granny is fine, so of course her daughter's... I'm so sick of her with all these electronics. By one of the cameras, I can hear the camera dinging, and it's sending an alert to my phone. Hold on. Let me turn off the internet. Is that better? Is that better, y'all? I haven't turned off the internet. Is that better? Them stitches in my mouth are just doing too much, y'all. I'm gonna go in a second. Get myself in my mental place to make this stupid video. Yeah, I hate doing commentary on anybody. I hate watching their videos. I hate seeing what they got going on. I just hate all that crap. And we got like 3 different internets, so I'm hooked up to the internet in the back part of the house. So when I come up here, it all go downhill. We got one for the back part, we got one for the middle, and we got one for the front. It's nice out here. Oh man, I still ain't even went and got the washer yet. I know I'm tripping. Oh, I knew it was something I was supposed to be doing. I forgot because we had somebody, my son's dad had somebody washing our clothes. Did I tell you my sister, her son broke the washer, the dryer, and the fridge. I don't think he broke the fridge, but I know for sure the washer and the dryer on the same day. He breaks them over and over and over and over and over. Dang, it smells good in here. Every time I come in here. I should have took that trash out. I feel like less of a lady. What type of lady would do? So what I'm gonna do make my video, and then I'm gonna go back to painting. I want to have that done by tonight. What time is it? 11:39. I can do this. All right, y'all. Let me get off here. Let me go make my video. I want to go up there. I want to paint that. I don't want to wait till they're dead asleep to go up there painting, because that'll just be crazy work. Because I'd like to paint with music on. Let me go up there. Let me make my video, go finish painting, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Happy Monday. Soon to be.